Statistically, playing the lottery is unwise. You pay for a ticket, $1 or $5, maybe $10, and odds are you'll end up getting nothing in return. There's some chance you'll win money, maybe even a whole ton of money, but that's a pretty small chance and the numbers will always be against you. Because from all the money paid into the lottery, from all the people that buy tickets, a lot of it isn't getting paid back. A lot of that money is going towards advertising and producing the tickets and paying lottery officials, and a lot of it becomes profit for the company or the government that's sponsoring the lottery. So in a typical lottery, maybe 50% of what gets spent on tickets gets paid back to the lottery's winners. So from an odds perspective, the lottery is generally going to be worse than, say, an investment in stocks or bonds, or a casino game, or sports betting, or even just buying something that you want. But that doesn't even get to the worst part. For most of the money paid out by lotteries comes in the form of huge sums of money. $1 million or $10 million, or some Powerball lotteries can get into the hundreds of millions of dollars. But winning those big-time amounts is typically something of a curse. It brings out scammers and con artists and drug dealers and just anyone looking to make a quick buck off new millionaires. It can bring out the worst in your friends and relatives who seek loans or investments in their pet projects, or they might just get jealous. There are a ton of stories out there about people who win big in the lottery and within a few years find themselves broke and miserable. But there is one really cool thing about the lottery, and that's a particular conversation that it inspires in people. It's the conversation that starts with the question, what would you do with the money if you won? 'Cause who doesn't love that conversation? If everyone at work or everyone in your family buys a ticket and you're sitting around the dinner table or in the break room and everyone talks about what they'd do if they won the big prize. And one person says, well, first off, I'd buy my parents a nice house. And then I'd give $1,000 to each and every one of my friends. And then maybe I'd take a trip to Australia because I've always wanted to do that. And then someone else would say something like, well, I'd give $100,000 to my favorite charity, and then I'd buy a camper and travel across the United States for a few years. And maybe someone else would say they'd buy a jet, and someone else would send all their kids to college, and someone else would start a company. It's the rare subject of conversation that anyone can take part in, and everyone can bring a different dream to the table. So while buying into the lottery doesn't make financial sense, and winning the lottery often brings disaster, you're getting more than a ticket when you plunk down your money. You're also buying into a dream, and you're buying the right to share that dream with others. I guess the question is, could we share those dreams? Could we have that fun, inviting conversation without needing a ticket? So I'm curious to hear what you think. What do you think people get out of playing the lottery? And what would you do with the money if you won big? Thank you for watching.